All right, welcome everyone to POP Podcast. We are so excited today because we are going to be doing a deep dive. And this one is, well, it's a little bit personal for me because it's something that has really captured my attention.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about the 2025 Best Picture winner, Anora.
Oh, yeah. This is a big one. It's
Yeah.
one of those movies that just seems to have captured everyone's attention.
And you know what I think is so interesting about it? The Oscar buzz. You know how sometimes it feels very industry specific, very much like something only film critics are really into. But Anora really broke through.
Totally. Yeah.
So we've been looking at a bunch of sources, news articles, entertainment updates, and everybody's talking about it, especially now that the film is finally available to stream.
It's great that it's finally available for everyone to see, right?
Yeah.
Because before, it was all just like speculation and anticipation.
Exactly. So our mission today is to figure out what exactly is it about Anora that has everyone so captivated? Why has it resonated so deeply? And most importantly, how can you, dear listener, finally check it out for yourself?
Okay, I'm ready. Let's dive in.
So, Anora.
Mm.
A lot of people have been calling this film Sean Baker's twisted retelling of a Cinderella story, which already, right off the bat, that gets you thinking, right? You've got the classic fairy tale element there.
Yeah, you immediately think glass slippers and pumpkin carriages and all that.
But then you hear twisted, and you know it's not going to be your typical Disney princess flick. Basically, the story is about a young sex worker who ends up marrying the son of a Russian oligarch. Just that setup alone, that collision of worlds, that's dramatic.
Oh, yeah, that's like instant intrigue. I mean, imagine the culture clash, the dynamics, the secrets. It's ripe for storytelling.
The articles we've been looking at, they really emphasize this contrast, talking about the glitz and glamour of the initial honeymoon phase. It's like, picture private jets, these massive estates, just a level of wealth and luxury that most of us can only dream of.
Yeah, the kind of thing you see on Instagram and you're like, is this real life?
Right. But then the articles talk about how the film shifts. The honeymoon phase fades, and things descend into what they describe as a fever dream. And this is where it gets really, really interesting.
Because you're thinking, fairy tale, happy ending.
Yeah.
But then it's like, wait a minute, this is Sean Baker. He's known for his gritty realism, his unflinching look at the underbelly of society.
Yeah.
So you know this is not going to be a simple love story.
Exactly. And the thing is, this wasn't just a film that people enjoyed. It was a film that critics absolutely loved.
Oh, yeah. Anora cleaned up at the 2025 Oscars. It won some of the biggest awards of the night. Like, we're talking major recognition here.
Like, biggest of the big. It won Best Picture, which, for anyone who doesn't know, that is like the ultimate award in Hollywood. It's the film that the Academy deems the very best of the year.
And it wasn't just Best Picture. Sean Baker won for Best Director, which is huge because it acknowledges his vision, his unique way of telling the story.
And the screenplay won, too, Best Original Screenplay. Which means the story itself, the writing, was just phenomenal. Even the editing won an Oscar, which might not sound as exciting as some of the other awards, but editing is so crucial to how a film flows, how it feels.
It sets the pace, the tone. Good editing can make or break a movie.
Absolutely. And then, of course, you have Mikey Madison, who plays Anora. She won Best Actress. I mean, her performance is being hailed as one of the most captivating and nuanced in recent memory.
Yeah, from what I've read, she absolutely carries the film.
Okay, so by this point, you're probably thinking, all right, I'm sold. Where can I watch this movie? Well, the good news is you don't have to wait any longer because Anora is officially available for streaming.
That's right. As of Monday, March 17th, 2025, you can stream Anora right on Hulu.
And if you're not already a Hulu subscriber, no worries. You can rent or buy it digitally on platforms like Prime Video and a bunch of other VOD services.
So there are plenty of ways to watch it.
Now, if you are a savvy streamer, there's actually a really amazing deal happening right now. It's the Disney Plus Hulu ad-supported bundle. And get this, it's only $2.99 per month for 4 months.
That's a crazy good deal, right? Because the regular price for that bundle is around $11 a month.
Yeah.
So you're saving a ton of money.
Like, you could buy a lot of popcorn with that extra cash. And it's not just about getting Anora. You get so much content with this bundle.
Yeah, you get access to other Oscar-nominated movies like A Real Pain, which is also supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there are all the Hulu originals, Tons of great FX shows.
And live TV, too. You can watch stuff like, The Bachelor the day after it airs.
Keep up with all the drama.
Exactly. But wait, there's more. You also get full access to Disney Plus CA, which means all the Disney classics, Pixar movies, Marvel, Star Wars, all of it.
Yeah, they even mentioned Moana 2 is on there, which I know a lot of people
Yeah.
are waiting for.
Oh yeah, Moana 2 is going to be huge. And then, for all the Marvel fans, you get access to all the series, including the new Daredevil, Born Again, which people are already buzzing about.
It's a pretty incredible package. So, if you're thinking about checking out Anora anyway, this bundle is a great way to do it.
Okay, so before we go any further, I have to ask, if you're enjoying this deep dive into Anora, and honestly, why wouldn't you be? Please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to the podcast.
Yes, please do that. It really helps us out.
Okay, back to the film. Let's talk a little bit about the cast, because obviously we've mentioned Mikey Madison, who plays Anora, but a great film always has a great supporting cast, and Anora is no exception.
Yeah, the sources we've been looking at, they mentioned a bunch of other actors who really bring the story to life. There's Mark Eidelstein, who plays the oligarch's son. Then you've got Yura Borisov, Karen Karagulian, Vashe Tovmassian.
Whoa, hold on. I'm going to need you to slow down with those names.
Sorry, Russian names can be a mouthful.
No worries, I get it. They sound like a really talented bunch, though.
They are, from what I've gathered. It seems like everyone really brought their A game to this film.
Okay, so let's try to really nail down what kind of movie Anora is, for anyone who's still not sure if they want to watch it. It's been called a gritty, almost Cinderella story, which is a pretty accurate description, right? You have that fairy tale element, the sudden romance, the rags to riches transformation. But then
there's the twist. This is not your typical feel-good romance. Remember what we talked about earlier, that fever dream aspect? The sources make it clear that the film doesn't shy away from some dark and complex themes. It explores the darker side of wealth, the complexities of relationships, and the price of ambition.
It sounds like a film that will really stay with you after you've seen it, Not just entertain you, but make you think.
Exactly. It's thought-provoking. And that's probably a big part of why it was so successful at the Oscars. It's not just a good story. It's a film that has something to say.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. Basically, Anora is a critically acclaimed, award-winning film with a really compelling premise. It's now readily available for you to watch, whether you stream it on Hulu, take advantage of that amazing Disney Plus bundle, or rent it digitally.
Yeah, there are really no more excuses not to watch it.
And it sounds like it's a film that's worth your time, a film that will stay with you.
Here's something to think about, though. With its blend of fairy tale and gritty realism, what do you think Anora is trying to say about modern society, about our values, about the pursuit of wealth and happiness?
That's a great question. I'd love to hear what our listeners think about that.
And on that note, we want to thank you all for joining us on this deep dive into Anora. We hope you enjoyed it.
And if you did, please do us a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the podcast. It means the world to us.
We love doing these deep dives, and we've got plenty more coming up.
So stay tuned, keep those brains engaged, and we'll catch you on the next episode of POP Podcast. Happy watching, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.